Okay, so we have to basically duplicate the presets we have, or the presets we have in Sound Booth. So we'll go to Effects, and once this is done, there's going to be, you see it says New Effect Stack. There'll be a thing here that says Load Effect Stack, and then you'll mouse over, and a little menu will pop up over here with this preset that we're going to make that has basically, hopefully, all these settings as similarly as I possibly can make it. Um, let's see. So um, we're going to start with that's a parametric EQ. Let's see, but the one, okay, I think we need to do let's do a graphic. That'll give me a similar result. And so we have a boost at 147, so somewhere right around here, and that's a boost of 6 dB. So okay, that should be about right. And it's got a little bit of a bell curve to it, so we need a little bit more here and a little bit here. And that's just to warm things up a little bit. And then we just don't need anything at the bottom end at all, so I usually will just chop that out as our low cut filter. All this stuff is way below the voice. Cool. And then we'll just let this slope off like that. Okay, so well, there's almost nothing going on at the top end. What was that other, can you recall that other preset that you had real quick? It's much faster for you to do it, I think. Yeah, it is one of those things that may need tweaking, but this one's got more of a roll off at the top end, minus 3 dB. Okay, so starting at 32 or 3000. Okay, let's see if I can even read the screen. Right now the numbers are really, really hard to see. Oh, there we go. 3. So just sort of it just starts rolling off. Yeah. There it goes. Respond, please. There we go. Okay. That's pretty darn similar. Alright, so let's save that. And that was your radio preset. Alright, click OK. Close that. Alright, now we need a Loudness Maximizer, which is basically just a limiter. So we'll go back to Effects, go to our audio units, and we'll go to Dynamics. Let's see if there's anything else that would be, well, actually the peak limiter would be the most similar to that. And just so you know, right now you're recording at 96K. Do your clients request recording at 96K generally, or is that just something? Okay. Yeah, you'll just use twice your hard drive space. You don't need to do that. Okay, the limiter is 1 slider, so let me see if I can try to. This may not be something I can do visually because the settings have nothing in common at all. Let's see. That's just too fast for an attack time. Let's put that to 0.05. And release time is fast. Actually, and pre-gain. This is where I gotta really guess, but we have to play around with this a little bit. Has this file been processed or is this raw? Okay, good. All right, let's just see what happens. Let's see if we get any limiting. No limiting. Well, there's a little bit of limiting going on. Okay, I'm going to stop. I want to apply this to a small section of the file so I can see what's going on here. Okay, that's obviously a lot louder. And it looks like there's a little bit of limiting. Yeah, the peak limiter. You know what? I'm not going to use the peak limiter. I don't like the peak limiter because what it does is it doesn't give you any subtlety. It takes it as loud as it can go, and that's a little extreme. And you can't really tweak it much beyond that. So let's see, undo. Let's just do a little less extreme setting. Let's do this might actually work if I just be a little less aggressive. Yeah, I think we'll just do that for now. Let's see how that sounds. We're gonna have to do a little playback to test this stuff. Okay, so that's a EQ, a peak limiter. Let's see. Oh, I see. Then we had an output gain that knocked the limiting back down, I see, to -3.4. Gotcha. Alright. That's sort of like normalizing, because you can't normalize properly in Sound Booth. So that was our workaround for normalizing. Lovely thing is in Twisted Wave, we can normalize properly, because you can hit normalize and then choose exactly the limiting, the top level, which in this case is -3. So we have the control we actually need in Twisted Wave. So it's like some things are better in one, some things are a little bit more powerful in the other. Alright, so that's that. Our luminous. Yeah, the thing about this value is it's completely arbitrary. It's a percentage. And it's totally based on whatever proprietary algorithms their software uses. So this slider tells me absolutely nothing. It was basically set by using my ears. So using to duplicate that by looking at screens and setting numbers is really challenging. But we'll try to get it close, and then I might have to listen to it a couple, send one back and forth. What else is there? Well, there's this exciter, but it's very, very little. I don't know how much that's going to make a difference, so we're going to have to listen to it. Okay, so now let's make that into a stack. And we'll, let's see, add effects from our recent effects. Do our limiting. And we'll do our graphic. Don't need that. And we will save this. Actually, yeah, we'll save this. Port radio. Okay, so what that does is when you want to apply 2 effects in a row, or 3 or 4, as many as you want, you just load a stack and click apply and close, and it does everything in one pass, like that. Then we want to normalize, because it's taking the levels too close to 0, so we will just normalize to -3. So what's cool is once we set up the batch process, it's going to do all these things sequentially for us, including the normalize pass. So, which it's doing now. Cool. So if you want to listen to that back in your headphones and just give me your judgment of, is that doing, what's that doing for you? Let's see what you think. Okay, great. Well, we'll start there. So let me show you the stack process, or the batch processing. So it's in the file menu. You don't even have to have anything open. Like, you don't have to have any files open at all. All you gotta do is launch Twist-A-Wave and start right off by going to batch. It's almost like a program within a program. Now once you're here, all you have to do is add the action, which in this case is the effect stack called radio. And then we want to add another action, which is normalize. Let's see here. To -3, which it remembered. Software's so brilliant. Weirdos. That's so... Oh, okay. Is this for radio? They went in stereo so it comes out both ears. I'm sure there's just no... Okay. It could be whatever their web server is. Maybe it's not compatible with mono MP3s. So there may be a valid validity to that. But if everything's recorded in mono, let me see if that's even possible. Convert sampling rate. Channel manipulation. Convert to stereo. See? Good software. Let's see. So then once you have all the pieces, all you have to do is add files. So wherever you have that tremendous list of files saved, you would just go in here, and since they're all organized into chapters and subchapters, I don't know if it'll... You could try selecting an entire folder and see if it works. Just pick one of those chapter folders to start and see what happens. 70 files, yeah, there you go. So it will let you choose them by chapter. Let's see. So when we click start, let me just see what it does in regards to saving them, because I don't remember what it's going to do. Okay. There should be at least one active save or export waveform image action in the script for the batch processing. At least one active save or export waveform image. Oh, okay. Right, we have to add the action, which is the actual action to save the files. Okay, so save, edit. There we go. So we can add a prefix, a suffix. So you could add a suffix onto the end of the file that says it's been processed or something if you want, or keep the file naming exactly the same, which you may want. I don't think you want to change the file naming. Yeah, so we're not going to change that, but we are going to make new folders. So what we'll do is we'll make a new folder. And go ahead and go back to where you're keeping it, and make a second version of that Warren Ease whatever folder is. Make a new version, chapter 7, call it chapter 7 whatever you want, processed, or yeah, there you go. Okay, great, perfect. Now to click select and allow overwrites. Well, that's never going to happen anyway. File format. This is where we change it to MP3. But what sample rate do they want? Bit rate. Oh yeah, 192. Should be 192, let's see. Come on. Is your machine responding quickly, or is it just me? Okay, good, good. I'm like I always say, I'm driving the Mars rover right now. It's like driving the Mars rover. There's like a 7-minute delay. It's not that long, but it's like it feels like it. Yeah. Encoding quality. I have no idea how long it's going to take your machine to convert all these, but we'll just. I'm going to leave it on recommended. I've never had a reason to go beyond that, and as you go to the higher quality settings, it takes drastically longer. So I've never found a reason to go above 2. I'm going to leave it there. Okay. So there we go. It's going to put them in Chapter 7 processed with the file format MP3 audio. And so there's all the stuff. Batches. Let's just save this batch just for the heck of it. We'll call it book. Okay. So you can keep adding files. I mean, you can literally add all the chapters. You can do your entire file structure, everything, but you should really just start with a test. So, and a test is, we don't need 70 files to do a test. So let's just take that out of there for now, and let's just add in one file. Yeah, that's cool. And click Start Processing. Let's see if we can kind of get judged to see what kind of time it's going to take. How long are these files on average? 10 minutes? Oh, okay, cool, cool. Gotcha. Are you seeing any progress? Okay. All right, let's go let's just do one file. I really want to check the audio, and I don't want to check it on 9. I want to check it on one file. So cancel and just clear out the batch, and let's just add a single file. It's beach balling. Okay. Well, you wait for until you can't stand it anymore, and then if it never stops, then that means it's basically frozen or crashed. So what you do is you have to click. You can't force quit the application from within the application. So right now you're in Twisted Wave. So you just need to click somewhere else, like the desktop, so that you're in Finder. And then you click Apple, force quit, and you find the one that's not responding, which of course is Twisted Wave. It's still beach balling, I'm assuming. Alright, so let's force quit. But we did save the batch, so thank goodness for that. All that work. Force quit. You really want to? Yes. And let's try doing that. Let's also close Sound Booth so the thing has as much resources as possible. Because it is, you are putting quite a load on the machine when you do batch processing, because it's doing a lot of stuff at the same time. And we can close the force quit window too. What version of Office do you have? 2008 or 2004? Okay, good. No, the old version was horrible on the Intel Macs. It was just super slow. Yeah. All right, so I'll let you do it this time, just so you can go through the motions. So go to File and Batch Processing at the bottom. Go to where it says Batches and bring up our book batch, and go to Add Files. And let's just go into one WAV file. Let's just do one. I want to hear what I need to hear what the result is to be absolutely sure. Let's just see what happens with one file. Boom. Okay, that was pretty. So let's go find that file in your Finder, wherever the heck that is, and drop it in my Dropbox. It's so great to be helping somebody who is proficient in the use of their computer. So many times I have to really handhold people through the most simple. So where do I go now? And what should I click OK on that or that kind of thing? Cool. Yeah. No. Just attach it. All right. Okay. Let's see if it made it to me yet. It should be. It's a pretty small file. I'm going into my inbox now. I had to close my web browser, so I opened it again, and of course it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 14 tabs. So I wish there was a way you could default open a web browser, like keep all your tabs, but then have a way to like open a new browser with no tabs. Use another web browser, basically. Okay, let's go to my Dropbox. Try uploading it again, but put your name in. Go, because it's not there. It's not there. I don't know why. So just make sure you put your name in and try it again. Ah, no. Let's see if that worked. Okay. I mean, it sounds clean. It's loud. It's direct. I mean, it's sounds good to me. Yeah, I think we're in good shape there. So let's see. Yes. Yeah. So let me get back into your window here. So let's say you're in the batch. You can actually listen to things back within the batch, but you have to. There are some catches. Let's see here. The best thing to do might be to preview the sound of the EQ before you go into the batch. So load up a file. load up one of the tracks that you're working on, yeah. And yeah, load up one of these tracks. And then go to Effects, Load Stack, and then click Edit next to the EQ there. And if right, so if you need to bring up the treble a little bit more, if it's too smooth, then you can click play, and you can actually play back through the stack in real time. It's usually gonna, yeah, cool. And then if you want to do a new preset, you know, just so you have a couple versions saved, you can do that. So, is that all pretty clear? Oh yeah, I know. The batch thing is incredible. I mean, the batch thing is useless until that one day where you need it, and then it's the best thing on the planet. Oh, awesome. Oh, good. Yeah, I just finished shooting 50 or 25 short videos at NAMM show and posting them online, and there's no way to batch process in iMovie. So, you know, I had to process each one out and then upload them one at a time. It takes an incredible amount of time just to post 1 minute long movies. And so it's like you really appreciate this. All right. Very good. You too. Take care. Bye.